Hello everyone and welcome to another amazing functional medicine healing journey episode. I'm Danny Banai and I'm a functional medicine certified health coach. My mission is to make the world a healthier place. Through Jane's amazing healing journey, you will discover the inspirational way she went from the most severe symptom of active rheumatoid arthritis disease to the state where she decreased 90% of her pain and rheumatoid arthritis disease symptoms, what she did on the way and how she deals with it today. So let's talk a little bit about statistics. Out of every 100,000 people, 41 are diagnosed with RA every year. About 1.3 million Americans have RA. Women are about 2 to 3 times more likely to get RA than men. RA generally starts between the age of 30 and 60 in women, and somewhat later in life in men. 60% of people with inadequately treated RA are unable to work 10 years after onset. This episode is a must to anyone who has rheumatoid arthritis disease and looking for natural healing, or anyone who looking to learn more about functional medicine approach and the natural healing journey that Jane did. So stay tuned, we are about to start. Our guest for today is a professional civil engineer who turned to functional medicine certified health coach. Welcome, Jane Hogan, and thank you for joining me today.
Hi, Danny. Thanks for having me.
Hi. So, Jane, before we dig in, we want people to get to know you better. Tell us about yourself.
I'm, as you said, I'm a civil engineer, and I've been teaching civil engineering technology for 25 years. I am married and I have 3 fantastic human beings grown children.
Nice.
And a cat.
How is the weather there?
We're actually having a snowstorm here today.
Oh, yeah. Also, it's cold in New York, but it's cool. We have light here. As you already know, the purpose of our project is to share a personal healing journey. So tell us, Jane, what did you suffer from?
Well, about 2.5 years ago, I started to develop symptoms of autoimmune disease, and that was later diagnosed as rheumatoid arthritis.
Okay, can you explain to the audience and people that are listening what is autoimmune disease and what is rheumatic disease?
Okay, autoimmune disease is usually gets referred to as the body attacking itself. So it's when your immune system kind of goes a little bit haywire and it starts mistaking body tissue, thinking it's foreign invaders.
Wow,
So it's a confused immune system. And rheumatoid arthritis is the form of autoimmune disease where the synovial fluid that surrounds the joints gets attacked by the immune system.
Wow, sound not simple at all. What do you think causes it?
Autoimmune disease is really caused by a variety of things. It's partly genetic, partly the environment, and partly food and lifestyle, which ends up leading to something called leaky gut.
Okay, so basically we can conclude it in bad lifestyle eventually.
Because genes are only really partly responsible. Genes can turn off or turn on depending on the environment. So it's really the environment that our body is exposed to and the food that we give our body. So and we're in control of those things. So that's a good news thing.
Okay, very interesting to understand that something that's related to our environment eventually cause you some kind of autoimmune disease. So now that you share this with us, how did you feel at those times?
When I first had the symptoms, so like they started kind of, a little bit of, I got pain on my shoulder, or, my feet hurt, or my knees hurt, or my hand hurt. But it very quickly, like within about 3 months, got to be pretty severe, and I was fairly disabled. Like I could still walk, but with a shuffle, and I couldn't make a fist with my hands, and I couldn't like turn doorknobs, and driving was very painful. Sleeping I was in so much pain. I wasn't sleeping very well. My iron got very low, so I had no energy. And it was really a nasty place to be, because I really didn't know that I was going to get better at that point, and I didn't know what my life was going to be like, and I felt like my future dreams were being taken away from me. My husband and I were looking forward to retirement and travel, and it just seemed like none of that was going to happen. So I was very depressed as well. So it was not a nice.
Wow, it was very hard time.
It was very hard.
Painful. Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah, and at that point, I didn't even know what it was. I thought it was some kind of autoimmune thing, but there was no diagnosis, and really nothing that I could do. There was
okay.
I had about a 6-month wait to see a rheumatologist.
Wow. So you also was confused, and it's eventually make you feel even more painful and even more lost at this point. So, Jane, what was the most difficult thing for you?
The most difficult thing for me was, that I was in so much pain and so immobile, and I was really afraid for my future. I really didn't know if I was going to be able to follow through on all the dreams that my husband and I had planned for retirement. We wanted to travel and, sail, do those kinds of things. And it didn't seem like any of that was going to be possible. And I was in a really bad way.
Wow. Not simple at all. Okay. So now that you mentioned and you share with us from what you suffer and how difficult it was, let's turn to the positive side of this interview. How did you recover from it naturally? How it started?
Well, I was really lucky, Danny, because I had about a 6-month wait to get in to see a rheumatologist. But my family doctor, very unusual, but she suggested that sometimes joint pain can be caused by food that you eat, and which I thought was a little crazy, but I was desperate, so I decided to try it. And she said the most common triggers were gluten and dairy.
Okay.
So I cold turkey cut out gluten and dairy.
Very brave from you.
Yeah. And I also cut out sugar at the same time, because I only had sugar really in baked goods. And when I wasn't eating those, I didn't have sugar either. So here was the amazing part, that I went from being like hardly able to walk to being about 50% less pain in about 5 days.
Wow. No way.
Yeah, I know. It was amazing. Yeah. So then I really knew food can heal.
Wow.
Yeah. So
just for 5 days, and by cutting a part of the thing that you're eating, eventually you start to feel less pain. Wow.
I know. Amazing. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's only like changing one healthy habit and things become different. Wow.
Yeah. It was amazing to me. So it started me down this whole journey of looking at food as medicine and doing all this research. And I eventually found functional medicine, and then I became so passionate about it, I decided to become a functional medicine health coach.
Wow. Functional medicine, yeah, it's also close subject for me. Can you explain in short what is functional medicine?
Functional medicine deals with root causes of illness. So instead of treating symptoms, it deals with finding and treating the root cause. Okay. So conventional medicine, for example, with rheumatoid arthritis, the treatment is to give immunosuppressant drugs. With functional medicine, they really get at the root cause. And one of the underlying conditions in all autoimmune diseases is actually leaky gut, which is intestinal permeability.
Wow. So basically, by finding the root cause of the thing that make you become healed, and by fixing them or start fixing and treat them, you start feel that you have some kind of relief in your pain. You start to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I feel like I'm about 90% better now. And I should say too that functional medicine, it's not just looking at the body, and it's not just looking at food. It kind of takes into account everything. It looks at your mental state and your emotional state, and it looks at all lifestyle factors, like what's your stress level, how much are you exercising and moving, what are you doing for relaxation, how is your sleep. So it's a whole lifestyle.
The whole lifestyle.
Yeah. So it requires lifestyle changes, which they're not easy to do. So that's why health coaches are part of that whole
Amazing.
model.
And eventually you become a functional medicine health coach, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Wow. At this time, what was the most helpful step or research for you?
Well, I think the food, you have to make the food changes. But aside from that, all of it's important. But a big part for me too was having the healing mindset. And because I think without that belief that you can heal, it's hard to make all those lifestyle changes, because if you don't believe it's going to work, then you can't stick out making the changes. So that's why I think it's so important, like what you're doing, spreading the word about these healing stories, because people need to see that other people have healed so that they can have hope for themselves.
Thank you.
And create their own healing mindset.
Wow, it's amazing idea and amazing and inspirational thing to understand. It's if I understand you right, basically it starts from inside. It starts from the understanding that we need to change our mindset eventually, and not just start and doing some kind of any recommended change. We need to understand that we need to change the way we behave to ourselves.
Yeah. You have to realize that you are the person that's in control of your health. I think with conventional medicine, we let go of that power. We put all the power in the doctor and in the pharmaceuticals, and then we're the powerless one. But from a functional medicine perspective, you are the one that's in charge of your health and responsible for your health and responsible for the lifestyle choices that you make. But I think that's a really a positive point, and makes you a very powerful healer of your own body.
Yeah, it sounds like empowering yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's what I like to say. Going from in pain to empowered.
Wow. Beautiful motto.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jane, what you will tell to a person or to yourself that is the same stage you were?
I would say, hopefully if they're listening to this, they're hearing a healing story. And I would say seek out more healing stories. Seek out a functional medicine practitioner. Find the lifestyle changes that you need to make, and start implementing them.
Wow.
And if you have trouble implementing them, then work with a coach. Because a coach will help you on your path. A coach isn't going to tell you what to do, but the coach can help keep you motivated along your healing path.
Is there research for you?
Yeah.
Someone
Research.
that you can trust him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
and there's lots of information out there. So with the web, we've got access to all kinds of information. And I think working with a health coach, you can get to that healing, being healed, and that you're back to a healthful state more quickly.
Yeah. It's like working in a gym. You can work by yourself, or you can work with someone that will coach you. And the change,
and you'll see results faster.
Different. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And what do you think will be the first baby step, action step, small little step a person can do in order to begin his healing journey? Like the one thing he can do right now or tomorrow, that he can start. Very baby step, very small step.
I think the very first step is to believe that you can heal. and start with the gratitude that you've had that realization.
Wow, very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So as we trained, it starts from within, not from the out.
Yeah, it really does, because it starts within your head, but the healing has to happen within too, because it's the gut that has to heal. So it starts from within in your head and also within your belly.
Okay, Jane, we have like two last questions.
Okay.
The next one is, was it worth it? And how do you feel today about yourself after you completed your healing journey?
Well, I would say that I'm still on my healing journey, because it doesn't sort of go away when you have an autoimmune disease and your body has already responded. Generally, it's still going to respond. So I would say I'm still working on it. I'm probably about 90 to 95% better.
It's a lot.
But I still have to work on it. So I forgot your question now.
Was it worth it? And how do you feel today?
Yes. Okay. So yes, definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it, because I don't know where I would be now, but I certainly wouldn't be where I am. And it's just so wonderful to be able to share such a positive story and to give other people hope as well.
Excellent. How people can reach you? You have a beautiful story, and it's inspiring that a few change in our life style can make such a dramatic change to our health. So we want to know how people can reach you.
Sure. Thanks for asking. They can find me on my website is janehoganhealth.com. And I am on Instagram, Jane Hogan Health, Facebook, Jane Hogan Health. So they can find me on any of those platforms.
So just by typing on Google Jane Hogan Health Coach, and then they will see you. I will put on the description detail about you and how to reach you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And that's it basically. This is we finished that. We completed the interview. Thank you so much. I hope that it will reach to a lot of people and they will get inspired by you, by your story, and by your amazing personality. Any last word that you want to share?
Well, I just want to wish people well on their healing journey, and to make sure that they know that they have hope. They need to have hope, because they can heal. Yeah, they have the power to heal themselves.
First, you need to believe it, and then you will see it.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jane.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you.
Great chatting with you today.
Thank you.
Okay, let's make a summary. Jane had an active rheumatoid arthritis disease that caused her pain and impacted her lifestyle. At one point, she barely could walk. Her doctor suggested reducing gluten and dairy, so she culled turkey, gluten, dairy, and sugar. She felt 50% relief in her symptom and pain after only 5 days. She found a functional medicine approach, and she decided to make a whole lifestyle change. Today, 90% of her pain and symptoms have been healed, and she enjoys her life and helps other people.
If you like the interview and you think it can help you or people you care about, please join us today on a mission to make the world a healthier place and share it with them. Also, subscribe to our channel in order to be always updated. If you are suffering today and you're looking for support, feel free to join our Facebook group, Functional Medicine Healing Journey Support Group, where you can ask questions and get support from functional medicine certified health coach from all over the world, including me. If you have any suggestion, please leave a response. I will review it later. Thank you for listening, and remember, you are just one healthy habit away.